OpenAI just launched their own browser. They're calling it Atlas. And in this video, I'm going to explain what's going on, how it's available, where to get it, and I'm going to show you exactly what Atlas looks like from the inside. I've already been playing with it a little bit myself. OpenAI announced today that they're launching their own web browser, Atlas, putting them in direct competition with Google as more internet users rely on AI to answer their questions. This is so much bigger than we're thinking about. At the surface, I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. I would use that browser. It's going to be integrated a little bit more into my ChatGPT. I'm already using ChatGPT a lot. This is so much bigger than that because the key here is agents. And we'll talk about agents a little bit more later in the video. But imagine connecting your ChatGPT agent to your browser with whatever you're doing on the screen right now. That's going to be possible, and I'm going to show it to you. But first, I'm going to show you more about where this all came from. Now, we already know that OpenAI already has 800 million users. Most of them are on a free plan, but how many of them would change from Google Chrome or a different browser and download ChatGPT's Atlas? They got to give us a compelling reason to make a change. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on using ChatGPT inside Google Chrome. So OpenAI said that Atlas launches Tuesday, that's today, October 21st, on Apple laptops running macOS, and will later come from Microsoft Windows, Apple's iOS phone operating system, and Google's Android phone system. They're going to put this thing everywhere and make it so easy for us to use ChatGPT. Talk about a monopoly, and it works. Now, OpenAI's browser is coming out just a few months after one of its executives testified the company would be interested in buying Google Chrome if a federal judge required it to be sold as a part of their antitrust monopoly lawsuit. But U.S. District Judge Amit Mehta last month issued a decision that rejected the Chrome sale sought by the U.S. Justice Department in the monopoly case, partly because he believed advances in the AI industry already are reshaping the competitive landscape, like this dropping today for Google Chrome to not become a monopoly, because it's not just OpenAI who's getting into the browser game. Perplexity is also in the browser game as well. More on that in just a moment. But think about this. Would you make a change from Google Chrome? Like, what would have to be true about this new browser experience for you to want to make a change from that, what everyone else is already using, to a new browser? Now, this might be news to you that OpenAI was interested in buying Chrome. It might be news to you that there is an antitrust lawsuit against Google right now where they considered asking a judge for a breakup of the company. But what would be the incentive for OpenAI to buy Google Chrome if they already had Atlas in the works? Are they going to try to purchase it and then convert it into Atlas? Or would they still have launched Atlas and then try to just shut down Google Chrome? I don't know what their plan was, but that obviously didn't happen because the legal system got in the way of that. And the judge said, no, Google, you don't have to sell Chrome. So instead, now OpenAI is launching Atlas to directly compete with Google Chrome. And spoiler alert, I think they're going to be successful at getting a lot of users off Google Chrome and into their ecosystem for exactly what I'll show you in a few minutes. The article goes on to say that Chrome's immense success could provide a blueprint for OpenAI as it enters the browser market. Now remember, when Google Chrome came on the scene, Internet Explorer was the big thing from Microsoft. When Google released Chrome in 2008, Microsoft's Internet Explorer was so dominant that few observers believed the new browser could mount a formidable threat. But Chrome quickly won over legions of admirers by loading web pages more quickly than Internet Explorer, while offering other advantages that enabled it to upend the market. Microsoft ended up abandoning Explorer to introduce its Edge browser, which operates similarly to Chrome. Now, OpenAI is not the only one getting into this game. Perplexity, another AI company, got into this game a little bit earlier last month. Another smaller AI startup, Perplexity, rolled out its own Comet browser earlier this year. It also expressed interest in buying Chrome and eventually submitted an unsolicited $34.5 billion offer for the browser. That hit a dead end when the judge decided against a Google breakup. So everybody wanted Chrome. Google wanted Chrome. Perplexity wanted Chrome, OpenAI wanted Chrome, and now we're going to have competition to see which browser is going to be the new Chrome that moves us on to the next generation of browsing. Now, side note, I don't think Perplexity's Comet has had a very big splash on the market, but OpenAI has a superpower, and that's the 800 million users who are currently using ChatGPT. And they've got a real play to grab people off of Chrome and move them into the new Atlas. So I'm sitting here on a Mac right now. I want to show you what Atlas looks like, how easy it is to come and download it, and what it looks like on the inside once you get in. So if you go to openai.com today, what you're going to see right on the forefront, introducing ChatGPT Atlas, the new browser that brings ChatGPT with you on the web. An opportunity for you to come and learn more. Right here, you can download it from macOS if you're already on it right now. And it even goes through and shows you how you're going to be able to use this. And here's the beauty of it. ChatGPT can now sit on the right side in a taskbar as you're surfing the web. It can see what you see and you can ask it specific questions about it. But it's not just ChatGPT. It's also the agent mode of ChatGPT that you can have turned on. Now, if you're using agent mode right now, you know it creates a desktop for you, and then it's not the one on your computer, it's a separate desktop that you have to log into things, and then it can act as you. It can go and do these tasks for you instead. I've done everything from having it log into my Gmail account and load my Gmail account with these draft emails to send to potential customers. It's amazing at that. But now, imagine this, you don't have to use the desktop browser inside ChatGPT's agent. You can just use your normal browser and turn on agent mode right inside your normal browser. This is a huge deal, a huge unlock for anyone who's already using ChatGPT for business. This is going to supercharge whatever your business is. I don't care if you're selling shoes on a Shopify store, you've got an Amazon store, you've got a B2B business model. You can now use ChatGPT's agents right live on your browser inside of Atlas. So I'm going to download Atlas, pull it up, and show you exactly what it looks like. So here I am inside Atlas now, and I'm on the same exact website I was on before reading this article. But here's the beauty of it. You can highlight whatever you want, and then you can just double click on it, or you can right click on it, and now you have these options. And I can ask ChatGPT about what I have highlighted right here, which I'm going to hit that. And now here's what happens on this side here. You can see you can turn on agent mode, you can just summarize it, or you can help me learn and ask more about it. So here I am, I'm going to turn on agent mode here, and this is where now inside this, I can do all the things I can do in ChatGPT, but this is the desktop that I have now. I'm going to be a user of this. I've already made it my default browser, and it's going to stay that way because now I can use ChatGPT inside of my own desktop, which is what I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. Here's my questions for you. Would you transition from Google Chrome to Atlas from OpenAI? Why or why not? And if you would use it, how are you specifically going to use agent mode? Because I'm excited to take this now that I have access to it and supercharge my businesses to sell more products and to affect my B2B sales outreach to make things a lot easier from where they are right now. How are you going to be using OpenAI's browser in your business? Now, I'm a huge lover of AI, all things AI. These headlines keep coming down, and I'm going to start making content just like this about the headlines and what I'm doing and how I'm making my businesses more valuable and how you can do the same thing in your business. By the way, I also run a community for entrepreneurs and people who are aspiring entrepreneurs who want to quit their 9-to-5 and get involved in business, who want to learn how to do it the right way and walk in the shoes of successful entrepreneurs, but also to do it in a way that's not going to die because of AI. How can we use AI and these advances and the new things dropping every day to make our businesses more valuable and to increase our success rate inside those businesses? So if you want access to that community, it's a free community. You can come and join. We have coursework inside the community and classroom for you to learn how to start a business and use AI to make that happen. Drop a comment on this video and I'll make sure you get access to a link to come and join our community. That's it for today, and I will see you on the next AI announcement.